Good evening, everyone. Only a week after Hurricane Helene made a massive landfall in Florida's Big Bend region, residents in the Sunshine State are bracing for another major punch. Hurricane Milton is barreling toward the state's west coast. Sarah Minkowitz caught up with a Western New York native who's leaving her home in Florida before it hits. Sarah?
Don, Martha Megan and her husband's home in Gulfport, Florida is under a mandatory evacuation. After dealing with Hurricane Helene last week, the couple says they did not want to stick around for this next storm.
I'll tell you, it's hard. It was very hard for me to leave. I know you're doing the right thing.
Western New York natives Martha Megan and her husband Dan are evacuating their current home in Gulfport, Florida.
They tell us in Florida to hide from the wind, run from the water.
Martha says Helene caused a major storm surge last week, carrying water over the seawall and flooding the building's first floor. Milton is expected to cause even more damage.
They're predicting about 8 to 12 feet of storm surge. So that could be up to our second floor residents this time. So, and those poor first floor people, they're going to probably get flooded again.
They're worried about several of their neighbors who are in their 80s and 90s and are not able to evacuate.
We just pray that everybody's going to be safe up and down the Gulf Coast in Tampa. It's going to be a big storm. It's going to be a glancing blow, but it's going to be a tough one.
Western New York native Joe Castanelli now lives in the Clearwater area of Florida. He's not under a mandatory evacuation order, but says he's not taking any chances.
I mean, you always know that there's the chance for the one. Hopefully this isn't the one, but by all sounds of it, very well could be, so we'll see. You know, with hurricanes, you learn a lot about the preparation and, you know, the impacts. And, you know, with this one, I don't want to be here if it's a direct hit.
Castanelli tells me he plans on hitting the road tomorrow morning to Jacksonville. He says he'll stay there for a few days just to be on the safe side. In the studio, Sarah Minkowitz, News 4.
Sarah, thank you.